Alright, I want to give you a bit of a rundown on the top 7 things to do in Maastricht. Number 1, St. Peter Fort. Alright, now this Maastricht fort was originally officially known as the Fort St. Peter. It's a historic military fortification located in the city of Maastricht in the Netherlands. Now the fort was constructed between 1701 and 1702, and it was for the city's defensive system. Now its primary purpose was to defend Maastricht from potential attacks, particularly from the French. I mean, the French, they're always attacking everyone, aren't they? They were expanding their territories during that period, so yeah, they needed something substantial to defend against that. Now, the strategic importance of Maastricht, situated near the borders of Belgium and Germany, made it a focal point for military defence. Now, this fort was built on the northern flank of Mount St. Peter, overlooking the Maas River. Its position allowed for a commanding view of the surrounding area, providing a significant tactical advantage. Now, the design of the fort, it reflects the military engineering principles of the time. It features a star-shaped layout, which was common in fortresses of the era, and it was intended to withstand artillery bombardments and provide optimal angles for defence and counterattack. This fort has really thick walls, deep ditches, and bastions, and that really contributed to its robustness. Now, throughout its history, the fort played a role in several conflicts. During the War of the Spanish Succession in the early 18th century, the fort saw action as various European powers vied for control. It also played a part in the Napoleonic Wars when French troops occupied Maastricht. Now, going a bit further on, in the 19th and 20th centuries, the fort's military significance declined with the advent of modern warfare and changes in military strategy. However, it was used for various purposes, including as a barracks and storage facility. Today, Fort St. Peter is a popular tourist attraction and a significant historical monument. Now, it offers guided tours that delve into a storied past. Now, this is one of the guided tours that we're on, and a lot of really dark and damp tunnels, but very interesting and atmospheric to walk around and look around. Yeah, it's really interesting architectural features, and we learned something of the broader history of Maastricht too on the tour. The fort's location also provides panoramic views of the city and surrounding landscape, makes it a really cherished landmark in this region, and really popular. Really good tour, really enjoyed it. Right, now number 2 on our list is the North Caves. Now the North Caves, also known as the Sonnenberg Caves or Northern Tunnels, are part of an extensive network of underground limestone quarries located in Maastricht. These caves are situated in the northern part of the St. Petersburg Hill and have a rich history that spans centuries. Now, the origins of the North Caves date back to Roman times, but large-scale mining activity began in the medieval period. The region around Maastricht has been known for its high-quality limestone, known locally as mergel. This stone was extensively quarried for construction purposes, supplying material for many buildings and fortifications in Maastricht and beyond. Now, over the centuries, the mining activity resulted in a vast network of tunnels and chambers covering over 80 kilometres, 80 kilometres, can you imagine? Now, these intricate maze of passages were not just used for extracting limestone, but also served various other purposes. Now, number 1, shelter and storage. So during periods of conflict such as World War II, the North Caves provided a safe haven for locals. The caves were used as shelters during air raids, protecting residents from the bombings. They also stored valuable art and cultural artifacts to safeguard them from destruction or theft. Number 2, mushroom cultivation. In the 19th and 20th centuries, Parts of the caves were used for mushroom cultivation due to the constant temperature and humidity levels. And 3, a significant list, historical art and inspirations. Now, the walls of the caves are adorned with numerous inscriptions, drawings and carvings made by miners and others over the centuries. Now, these range from religious symbols to whimsical art and even detailed maps, providing a unique historical record. Really interesting, really interesting. It's absolutely, without any of those lanterns, it's absolutely pitch black down here. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face if they turned out the light, which they did. And we did testers of turning out the lanterns. It's absolutely black. Now, today, in modern times, the North Caves are a significant tourist attraction, and we're on one of the guided tours here. And they allow visitors to explore the labyrinth of tunnels and learn about their history and geology. Now, of course, you've got to go with a guide. It would be very, very easy to get lost. It's a complete labyrinth down there. Now, number 3 on our list is the Basilica of Our Lady. Now, this is a historic Roman Catholic church in Maastricht, and its origins can be tracked back to the early Middle Ages, making it one of the oldest churches in the city. Now, the basilica was originally built in the 11th and 12th centuries on the site of an earlier church, possibly dating back to the 5th century. And now it's constructed in the Romanesque style, which was prevalent in Western Europe during this period. Now, the church's design features thick walls, round arches and small windows, and that's typical of Romanesque architecture. Now, the building's western facade, known as the Westwerk or Westwerk, if you use a little bit of German style accent now, is particularly notable for its fortress-like appearance, and it's reflecting the defensive nature of many medieval churches. Now, the basilica's interior is really dark to see, and you've got to wait for your eyes to adjust a little bit inside here, but it's very, very interesting once they do. And it includes a nave, side aisles, transept and a choir. The crypt, an important feature of the church, houses relics and has served as a place for pilgrimage for centuries. Now, Basilica of Our Lady has been a significant religious site in Maastricht for centuries. It became a destination for pilgrims due to its association with the relics of St Servatius, an early Christian ministry and Bishop of Tongeren, who played a key role in spreading Christianity in the region. Now, the church is also home to a revered statue of Virgin Mary known as Our Lady Star of the Sea. Now, this statue, dating back to the 15th century, has been a focal point for devotion, attracting many pilgrims and visitors. The title Star of the Sea reflects the Virgin Mary's role as a guiding light and protector, especially for sailors and travellers. Today, the Basilica of Our Lady remains an active parish church and a major tourist attraction. It continues to be a place of worship, pilgrimage and cultural importance. Visitors are drawn to its historical architecture, religious artifacts and a serene atmosphere of its cloistered gardens. The Basilica's rich history and spiritual significance make it a cornerstone of Maastricht's religious and cultural heritage.
Got real clogs on this market, I want to see.
Maastricht Market is held in the historic square, and it's on Wednesdays and Fridays. It attracts locals and tourists. Now, the market offers a wide variety of goods, including fresh produce, flowers, clothes, household items. One of the main attractions of the market is its diverse street food scene, which reflects both Dutch culinary traditions and also international influences. No, you can pretty much find everything here from, you know, savoury fluffles, doner kebabs to Asian noodles and sushi. It really reflects sort of Maastricht's cosmopolitan atmosphere and rich cultural tapestry.
Hit a tour here, I don't know if we'll get through. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, sorry. Two windows.
Go quick! I reckon we could make it.
There's people still going. Are we going? It's creaking, like it's moving. Ah, look. It's just the middle section that goes up. I thought it was creaking. I thought the bit was going to slide away. We'd have to jump at the end. Must be something coming through then, isn't it? Years ago, John Major was walking down here and he famously said, "Don't bind my hands when negotiating for Britain in the EU." And all those years later, look what happened. All those events that led to Brexit. So that's the original Maastricht, and we're in the bit across the river which was a fort basically. And now we are here. Strange ceramics from Maastricht. can't go in. You can listen to it. There. Open the book, read the brief summary and answer the questions. You have to answer the questions, Ollie, on whether you would, and it tells you whether you would join. I think it's all the same, just different colours. So just like one page. Is there any in English? Would you join the Maastricht Treaty? There's Ollie filling in his signing the UK's rights away to the Maastricht Treaty. Let's have a look what he's put. Oh dear. Where are we? These papers from what year? 1991. The Times from 91. Mass grave of horses. That's a strange thing to behold. Horses died during a siege. Anglo-Saxon sword, 875 AD, Viking sword. What is it?
The bookstore Dominicanen is one of the world's most unique and stunning bookstores, housed within a 13th century Dominican church. This bookstore combines historical grandeur with modern literary culture, creating a truly remarkable setting for book lovers. The Dominican church, it was built in about, it was built originally in the 13th century by the Dominican order. For centuries it was a place of worship and community gathering, and like a lot of places in Europe, it's underwent periods of decline, particularly after the Dominican order was dissolved during the Napoleonic era. Number 7 on our list, but last but not least by any means, is the Monseigneur Nolens Park. I think I'm hopefully saying that right. Now this park is, even though it's in Maastricht, is designed in the English landscape style. It's characterised by its informal, naturalistic layout. It features winding paths, expansive lawns, variety of trees and shrubs. It creates a really sort of serene environment for walking, picnicking, relaxing. Now the park's design encourages exploration with its meandering pathways, leading visitors through different sections of greenery and offering, various different scenic views. It's really good to sit for a while by this little river that runs alongside of the castle walls. It's a really beautiful place on a sunny day. Very tranquil, very relaxing space.